5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I think we're live. So
Yes.
hello there, Facebook, with another Facebook 9 Lives, episode 3 today. And I have with me Joanne Clark. So welcome again, Joanne.
Thanks, Jürgen. I'm glad to be here again.
Yeah, so we've been talking about the 5 success principles in the last couple of episodes. So we've covered things like knowing your outcome and how to set SMART goals and actually getting beyond SMART goals. And yesterday you and Anne talked about taking massive action, which I love the massive action, massive and imperfect action. And today we're going to talk about sensory acuity, which in kind of layman's terms is knowing
when you're on track and off track. Absolutely.
That's right. Yeah. So I was just thinking before, as I was waiting for this to start and waiting for you to come on, Joanne, I went for a bike ride this morning, and as you can imagine, the roads were still pretty wet. Yeah. And I came around one corner, just a little bit hot, and the back wheel slipped. The back wheel slipped a little bit. Now, there was a fair bit of sensory acuity and behavioural flexibility, which is the next one we'll talk about tomorrow, going on there to make sure I stayed upright.
Oh, I can imagine. Yes. Because you've taken a few falls over the years.
Yes, so I wasn't intending to do that.
No, it could have definitely messed up our chat this morning anyway.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not too well out of a hospital bed.
No. Yeah.
Anyway, tell us your take on sensory acuity.
I think your example there is a great one, Jürgen, about having the sensory acuity to know what's going on, which then informs our behavioural flexibility. So we know if we have sensory acuity, we can actually notice when it's essential to adapt our behaviours. So I myself am a pilot, and sensory acuity, as you can imagine, is pretty critical to a pilot, especially in navigation, because when we're navigating, there's a little routine that we run through in the plane, one step of which is confirming that what we can see outside the plane, I'm a visual pilot, so what I can see outside the plane does look something like what I can see on the map that's on my lap in the plane. So yes, I am expecting to see that mountain over there to my left or right, and I'm expecting to see a railway line and a lake, so that then I know at least that I am on track. Without doing this check, as I'm flying my plane, say from Melbourne to Mildura, there's a real danger that I could end up in a vastly different location, perhaps with no airstrip to land on, and maybe even very short of fuel.
Yeah. Both could be a problem. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So bringing that sensory acuity is vital to, obviously to those things. It's also important in your business.
So in business then, it comes back to having and then measures in place so that you can actually track things, and so that you know if you're on course for your goals that we talked about on the first day, and also can see when things are not working out and when you need to take action to change.
Exactly right, and having those measures in place. So, as you said, on the first session, we talked about knowing your outcome, and Peter also talked a bit about really being very specific about your outcome. So, knowing what your outcome will look like, what it will sound like, what it will feel like, external feel even. I say to my clients, I want you to feel the weight of all those notes in your wallet as you've built your business success, because then when you've got that sensory information, so information that you can actually process through your 5 senses. And if I was with you, I could also access that information through my 5 senses. When you've got that sensory information, it makes this part of the 5 success principles, the sensory acuity part, the checking you're on track part, much more easy.
That's right. And also it goes right through unconscious mind.
Yes, it does. And when your unconscious mind is aligned with your conscious goals, it will assist you to seek ways to achieve your goals. So it's on the, it's everything's aligned and on the same team. So we're racing along, and with your unconscious mind, that of course works very quickly. So that can keep you on track and help you achieve your goals even more easily, which I think is pretty important. And I noticed that for me, the sound here is dropping in and out a bit. I'm not sure if you're having the same issues at your end, Jürgen, but hopefully the recording will capture the whole. We'll have the sensory acuity to capture everything we're saying.
Actually, it's all good here, so hopefully, as you say, the recording will capture everything.
Oh, good, good. Yeah. So for me, having the sensory acuity is really the important part, because it is noticing what's on track and what's off track that informs the next step in the 5 success principles. If you continue doing what you're doing without checking whether you're on track, you could be wasting a lot of time. And some people, I have to say, do waste years in their business continuing to do what they've done, even though it's failing to yield the results that they've said they want to get. So bringing an awareness to, is what I'm doing and how I'm doing it taking me closer to my goal? That's really at the nub of what sensory acuity is all about. Is what I'm doing and how I'm doing it getting me closer to my outcome? If it's not, then we move on and we say, okay, I need to change what I'm doing, or I need to change how I'm doing it. Yeah?
That's right, yeah. So there's the saying, and I can't remember, this is a true. So
I'm not sure.
Now?
You did drop out a bit, but
okay,
yeah. So
I was just saying that the saying goes that if you keep doing what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. And the definition of insanity.
Yeah, that's right.
If it's not getting you where you want to go, how come you keep doing it?
That's right. So,
yeah. And this I think is an important part of making sure you've got your business, when you're doing your business planning and your business visioning, that you really do understand what you will see on the way. What's the scenery en route to your success in your business? What are you going to see on the way? And that way you can quickly respond. Yeah.
Now, speaking of success in your business and scenery, we're getting really excited about our Thailand event, where we'll have wonderful scenery to plan the success in our business and the business of the people that we're bringing along there, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I mean, you're right. The scenery on the island we're going to is spectacular. I get very excited just thinking about it, and the warm weather I'm looking forward to. Even though we haven't had very much cold weather here, it's getting bitterly cold very fast. So I'm looking forward to escaping them in May and getting over there to some warm weather where we can really work with a small group of committed business owners who want to grow their business and make sure that they have got what they need to be able to come back and implement their plan to deliver the results that they've decided they're going to have. So they'll have they'll have the landmarks, if you like, on the way, the map to use, so that on the way they can say, yep, I'm on track. I've got the mountains over there on my left, and I've got the railway line over there on my right, and I know where I'm going, and I'm on track to getting the result that I want to get. Yeah. I missed that, Jürgen, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I said if their back wheel slips in the wet, they'll know what to do so they don't fall over.
Exactly right. Exactly
Yeah.
right. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Now we do have
go on.
we do have a couple of spots left in that event, don't we? So
Yes.
just
Yes.
for anybody that you've met 4 of them already, and we've got Andrea coming up, I think, on Friday in our Facebook 9 Lives. So you'll get to meet the 5th awesome business coach that's involved in helping work with the business owners coming along on this event on Friday. And there's the link on the page right now where you can get some more information and contact us if you are interested in coming along.
Yep. Great. And, you know, really, if you're committed to growing your business and you want to make sure you've got your map well planned and your journey and destination well set, then come along, because we will be working very closely with you to make sure it's all done while we're there.
Yeah. Thanks, Joe.
Thanks.
And we'll definitely be doing another one of these Facebook 9 Lives tomorrow on Thursday. And I've just realised myself today that we've got the Easter weekend coming up, so there'll be one on Thursday, and I guess we'll probably resume them next week on Tuesday.
Yep. Yes. So I'll see you before Easter, but to everyone else on the call, have a great Easter.
Yes, likewise from me. Stay safe is most important.
Absolutely. Yeah.